Yes, episode 0. The first ever.
0. Here we go. Bruce Pitcher, Rachel Pastor, and we are super excited to be bringing you Pumped on Life. We're going to talk to you today about, we're just going to let you get to know us. Like, who is Bruce? Who am I? Why are we doing this? And really, what can you expect from this video podcast?
Yeah, exactly. And so, because we want people, the reason we like to use Pumped on Life is because, you know, you want to be able to set your life up to be like, to live it, fulfill it. You know what I mean? And the quote that I live by, that's on this lovely shirt right here, is you don't inherit your attitudes, you choose your attitude. And then that guy right there said that. You can Google it. Just kidding. But, yeah. No, it's awesome to be here. And just like a little bit about myself, my background, I used to weigh over 400 pounds. And I was fortunate enough to be on extreme weight loss and lose over 200 pounds on that. And that was about 5 years ago now. And so now it's just like trying to live my life purpose of paying it forward and everything I can do and coach people up. And it's been a grind and a struggle at times, but it's been an awesome experience. And I've been able to take the things that I went through in life, the things that I learned, and be able to implement that into people's lives and share it. You know, share what I went through and know you can overcome anything in life to become the best version of yourself. And wrote a book called Larger Than Life. Awesome experience to write that. It shares my life story in there, how I overcame being sexually abused from my father for a long period of time, and so that's a big deal to me. And I feel like since the book has actually come out, I've been more open to talking about it, and more of like, wow, I need to really be more of a voice of this, just like the messages and everything that I've gotten from that. And I think it's a very touchy subject with guys. I think a lot of guys don't want to talk about it. More females come out about it, obviously, but for guys, it's like you feel embarrassed, you feel like all these things. So it's a good subject to talk on. I mean, people don't want to talk about it because, yeah, it's not the funnest thing to talk about, but I just think that it just proves that, you know what, you don't have to be a victim. You don't have to be, that doesn't need to be your story. You can rewrite your story. So
oh my God, that was
perfect. There you go. Yeah.
Guys, I'm so lucky to be doing this with Bruce. He is, first of all, everybody that knows him loves him. You're probably listening to this right now because you love Bruce. Seriously. And his story is amazing. And I know that Bruce and I connect because we both have, like, oh my God, our why is so similar. And why we're doing this, why we work with people, how we transformed our lives, and what we, like, the way we live our lives and how we believe. And so, you know, Bruce and I, you're going to hear, like, we've been where you've been. We've been where you are at right now. And my transformation comes from, I really had my life-changing moment in my 20s. I come from a background of heroin addiction and homelessness. And that's really when my transformation happened. Is I hit my rock bottom in my 20s. Everybody hits their rock bottom at a different place. I hit mine when my boyfriend of 5 years passed away from a heroin overdose. And at that time, I was pregnant, homeless, and had lost everything and everybody that I had in my life. I was all by myself. And at that moment, it really was die or change. And I made the decision to change. And just like Bruce talked about, you know, it's never easy. It's a struggle. Transformation for me was at times has been the most painful time in my life. Transforming my life, even though I was working towards something better, has been so painful at times because working on yourself is not always easy. And that's something that we are going to ask of all of you that are listening to this is we're going to ask you to step out of your comfort zone, to get uncomfortable, to work on yourself, to grow, to work on your own transformation. And guess what, guys? We're all always transforming. Always. If you're not changing, you're dying, right?
Yep.
So that's what I'm really looking forward to in this podcast. Every episode is going to have a challenge for you guys, a challenge for you to step out of your comfort zone. We're going to start off every single podcast with a quote that we love. Why wouldn't we start the episode 0 with a quote straight from Bruce?
Dang right.
That he is wearing on his shirt.
That's right.
What's up?
And my top 10 Bruceisms on the back. So there we go. Phrases.
Turn around. Let's read those. Let's go.
Oh, you want to see those?
Yeah.
You can turn around and see those.
Yeah.
There they are.
All right. Let's read them. Here, you gotta get over here.
Have you ever heard me say them? These?
You say them.
I don't remember what they are.
Okay,
I know there's I don't know what order they're in. It's like get a bed.
This is what you're in for. A guy that wears a shirt with his own isms on the back.
Dang right.
Get pumped. Yes. Freaking. Just kidding.
Yes. All those.
Dude, crush it. Naked squats. You're already wanting to stick into this one, aren't you?
That's right.
That's sweet. Chest bump. Get a beb. Hard in the paint.
Yeah, hard in the paint.
Please explain that.
Like going hard. When you go to a workout, you got to be going hard in the paint. Like getting after it.
Oh,
like,
that's
not just.
He does a lot of sports analogies. I'm assuming that's where that is.
Yeah, that is. That's from a basketball team, basketball players. Michael Jordan actually was one of the first ones to use that.
Oh, was he? Go hard in the paint?
Go hard in the paint, baby.
Get on the court.
And why wouldn't you copy the greatest basketball player ever? That's right, all you LeBron James fans out there. I said it.
Well, I mean, I often talk to people about getting on the court.
Yeah.
So I
you can use that. Yeah. You get on the court and go hard in the paint.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly.
So we are going to be going through things like not just talking about ways that you can transform your life, but also tools that you can use to transform your life and also just live a healthy life. I mean, so you're talking to 2 food addicts here. Like if right now, oh my gosh, you guys, if right now you are struggling to get up off the couch and walk a block, like right now your goal is that you're going to walk into the grocery store. I mean, I have to tell you, Bruce and I have been there. I remember a time that I got on the treadmill for the first time. I could barely walk on that thing, and it was at that time in my life, my biggest goal was to just get out of bed each day. Like seriously, that was my goal. I'm just going to get out of bed today. And some days I didn't even feel like getting out of bed, and some days I wanted this to all end. You know, and I mean, if you're sitting at that place in your life, or maybe you're not there right now, maybe you're at a different place in your life where you're just trying to, like, you just feel like you're constantly failing, you know, and that's something Bruce and I are going to talk about a lot. I mean, we are no better than any of you guys. We aren't. We've done things to work on our lives.
Yeah. And 100%, like, also, like, if you're listening to, we're not, like, perfect. We haven't got all this. We don't have all of our shit figured out at all. Like, not even close. We mess up too. We're still food addicts. We're still going to be messing things up. And that's what's going to be so great about this, is because, like, that's just the way we operate. And if you're not real and you're not honest about when you're messing up or anything, then it's like, there's no connection. So that's what's going to be great about this, is like, we want you guys to know this is going to be real life coming at you and sharing like the struggles that we've had, and then to overcome them. You know what I mean? Because that's what it is. That really is what's getting pumped on life. Period. Like competing in life. Like that's why we're here. Like you get up every single morning and you freaking compete. You know what I mean? And you have a choice, and we'll talk about these things. And like I said, you don't inherit your attitude, you choose your attitude. And that is ultimately the one choice, the one thing that you have complete 100% control over in your life is that. And it's that simple. So, like, I'm just excited. I'm getting jacked, obviously, as we started talking more about this. But, like, you got to know where we're coming from. Like, shit, do I struggle? I still eat a ton of food, or don't want to work out, or all that stuff, or say sometimes I don't want to get out of bed and think my life is coming to an end, but that's okay, because I know I'm going to come back the next day and be stronger than ever. So. Yep,
exactly. All right, so this is episode 0, and as you can tell, these are going to be short. You guys, we're keeping our video podcast, we're keeping every episode, 10, 15 minutes long. And we just want to give you something to really light your day on fire and just get you amped, Pumped on life.
Pumped on life.
Pumped on life.